Hi guys, so I finally finished a journal that I started, weeks and weeks ago. And it's a tissue paper cover. It feels divine. It's nice and bumpy and textured. And don't know if you can see it very well on camera. Let me come up. Anyway, it's painted with some black, burnt umber and crimson acrylic paints. So I don't know if you can see, but look at all. Oh, and then there's a bit of Inca gold on top, and then I varnished it to seal it so that it won't come up or anything. But I love the feel of it. It's so alien. I don't know, I've got aliens on my brain lately, but yeah, the colour's a little different on camera though. I don't know why the brown on camera looks a little bit like it stands out, but in real life it's more blended with the black. Anyway, that's the front. That's the back. And I just love the way it came out. And I've done the spine as well. And because I have done the spine, I've made it a hidden stitching. So the binding is hidden. So normally you'd see the stitching on the outside of the journal. Okay, and this journal, it's I suppose a bit, oops, look at this. Sue Freeman, look what I found on my desk. Your fakey fake glitter bomb worked. Oh, there's another. Oh no, oh yep, look. Little star and a little blue bead. Did you put little blue beads in there as well? I don't know, but okay, so your glitter bomb attack yesterday has worked a little. Anyway, what was I saying? I've forgotten already. The theme, I don't know if you'd call it a theme, but I've tried to make it sort of based on relics. So I've used just some images from a book on ancient Rome, ancient Egypt, and I think African mythology was the other one. And it's not overly embellished. I've left it quite lot of writing space. That's the side view. And the top, I love all the little bits hanging out. Okay. I don't know how many pages it was. I've forgotten, sorry, because I started this so long ago. But I'll have all the measurements and page numbers and all that sort of stuff in the Etsy listing. So this little guy will go into my Etsy store. Now the front cover, I've left the gold paper. I don't know if you can see, but there's a kind of a pattern underneath. I don't know if they're leaves or no, they're not leaves. It's just kind of a model pattern. I've left the gold paper there as is. Now I was going to put this little guy as a tuck spot, the front of him, and I was going to do the back of him on the back cover. So the back on the back cover. But I don't know, I just like it really plain with this being the feature page. So what I'll do is, then my other thought was maybe I'll glue these guys together and make him a bookmark that you can use in your book. But what I might do is I always put a little paper pack of goodies with my journals that I send out when you buy one. So I'll just pop this little guy into the paper pack, and if you want you can glue him there as a pocket or even just as a little feature like decoration, or make a bookmark, or not use him at all, use him for something else. But yeah, so I'll leave him separate for now. Okay, so some gold paper on the inside, and I don't know if you remember, I did a video on alien skin papers. This was one of the yellow pages, and I love how it came up. I just thought it kind of reminded me of the old like buildings with, you know, the crumbling rocks, and I don't know, I just thought it was old looking. So I've put that as the front page, and I thought it matched the gold and the gold in the cover. It's really pretty. I love how that was a mistake. I love how it came out. Anyway, then look at this image. This is a picture. This was out of the I think the African mythology book. But look how gorgeous it is. It was an old painting. So beautiful. I was planning on making this the front page at first, but it was a little too short. And then I thought of this paper and I like it so much, so I put that there. So this one, it's quite grungy. The pages are quite heavily coffee dyed. And I've inked a lot of the pages that were white, like the book pages. See that one? I love this one. Sorry, I take too long on each page, don't I? But I love, love, love the effect of that coffee dyed paper. Okay, some coffee dyed cotton trim or crocheted cotton trim. That's from the African mythology book. Just some stitching. That's a little pocket there with a little journal card. It's got some script on it. Little tag. So some heavy coffee dyed papers as well. That was out of a book on Cromwell. That's a copy of a I think it was from the 1600s. And inside, just got a little coffee dyed paper, so there's extra journaling room. So lots of writing space and or space for you to embellish. This is a little pocket. Actually, look at these little clips I found at the hardware. I'm not sure what they were. I don't know if they're for some sort of paper, like picture hanging or something like that. But the only thing was they were open a little bit wide, but I just squished it with the pliers, and I thought they would make, you know, really cute little. The colour is like a you know, a dark bronze, or I don't know, but it's not black. I know it looks black on camera, but it's a dark brown. But I thought they would be great in journals, so just need to squish it a little bit. This is a little envelope that Peugeot made. Her channel name is Peugeot Blues, and really cute. I think it's in German, and it's got a little doily, paper doily wrapped over. Really, really cute. Look how she's done the edging. So I've just stuck a little piece of paper in the middle. That was an offcut of a ledger paper. I just stuck that there just so you can have a little writing space. And I've used that little picture hanging or whatever it is. I don't actually know. I just saw them and thought, oh, they'll be good in journals. And it actually sits really well. And I was thinking as well, since there's a little, you know, hole in it, probably hang some charms off that as well. Some beads or charms. So these pages are from the African mythology book. It's just a fabric ruffle. Ancient tools. So this is the start of the second signature. Look at that. Look at that page. I just love it. So gorgeous. I know the grungy, heavy, coffee dyed, you know, dark brown pages are not for everyone, but I love them. They're my favourite. Most of my journals are like that. Like this, not that. This one was a mistake one, but I actually love how they came out. I might try and replicate it. Replicate my mistake. This African mythology book, I really love it. It's got beautiful, beautiful pictures of, you know, old artworks and old tools and jewellery, and really interesting as well. I did read this book before I pulled it apart. So that's cut out of the book on ancient Egypt, and I've actually cut around the whole thing and then made it a little corner pocket there. And inside, James, you'll like this. This is a, it looks like a Nautilus, but it was actually one from, you know, ancient times. And it's, I suppose, the Nautilus big cousin. But really, really interesting, really beautiful. And I'll just put a little hole on the corner with some brown eyelash trim and put some, this was actually a book page on the back, just to make a little journal card. And I've put that on the corner just so it slides sideways. I can't remember the name of this. I should have actually, now that I think of it, it did have the name down the bottom, but I cut that off. I should have left it. But really, really interesting. I love marine life, especially the ones about, you know, all the old creatures that we've lost over time, but so interesting. This was actually a reconstruction picture of ancient Rome. So beautiful. Look at all the looks like a little concrete, but it's all, you know, clay and stuff like that. Looks like a little concrete city, but and then inside there was a whole section on reconstructing ancient Rome, and it was really, really interesting actually. And with that book came this other teeny tiny book. Do I have it here? No, I think I've put it away already. Oh, actually, nope, I have it here. This little book came with it, and what it is, it has the view of what they think in ancient times it looked like, and this is like a clear plastic, and when you turn over, it's the modern day view. So they've just overlaid it with a transparency. Really, really interesting. And I read this as well. I read really random stuff, but look, it's just awesome. I really love seeing how they think it was and how it is now. But anyway, so this was one of the Great Square of the Colosseum, as they think it was, and then, sorry, how it is now and how they think, how it is now and how they think it was back then. But really, really interesting. But look, even now, all decrepit and crumbling, it's still really beautiful. Anyway, so I was going to make these journaling cards, but it's really interesting to read about, so I've left it as is, and I've just popped it in that little pocket. I've stitched down the side and popped it in that little pocket. That's an old map, and this one I did actually keep the writing with it. So this was charts actually from that they've extracted from, you know, documents from the 1600s. So I've put that onto coffee dyed paper, and it's really interesting. So it's got all the dates, and I thought I'll leave that there, make that the journal card. It's a bit of a tight squeeze, that one though, because they were, you know, one kind of image. It's just a little notebook I've made out of just coffee dyed shopping dockets, and that's a bit of fabric actually from an old lounge cover. Well, it's actually lounge fabric. I made a few journals out of that. You'll see them, those videos early on my YouTube channel. Some more of that trim. So look at this coffee dyeing. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love it. Except it still stinks of coffee. I hate the smell of coffee. Look at that page. So pretty. And I left that gold. Again, you can sit the little back of the guy there if you want, or put a pocket there. Or if you want me to stick it in, let me know. But anyway, that's him. I hope you like him. I think he turns out super cute. He's not very thick that way, a little bit wider that way, but it sits nice and flat. Anyway, I'm going to make some more of these. I actually made a greenish one that I was going to do a dragon journal, but look, I always make covers. I've got 1,000 journal covers sitting around me in my craft room at various stages. I just never finish them. I don't know why. I love doing the covers, and a lot of them are always experiments. So, you know, I'll make this and then I'll think, ooh, I can do this or that, and then I go off on a tangent and make something else. But anyway, my mission is this year to finish the journals that I've started and get them up in my Etsy shop, because I haven't had any journals in there for a while, so I need to get rid of them. Also out of my room, they're taking up too much space. Anyway, that's it. I hope you like him. He's really, really nice to feel. Love how he came out. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.